Hello and welcome to the Burning Metal Weekly Roundup. This is the third weekly roundup of September 2024. Of course, I'm joined yet again this week by Adrian Williams of Metal Messiah Radio, Conjurings from the Hellfire Club, Screams from the Metal Crypt. And of course, you were at the Sin Slaughter album launch on Friday with Crossfire, Animator, and Snowblind. You had a good night, yeah?
Yeah, it's fucking great night
It
was.
seemed to have got a good turnout as well, too.
Yeah, it was a great turnout. It was really good turnout.
Packed for Crossfire, from what I could see.
Yeah, really fucking packed for
Yeah,
Crossfire.
well, I seen your vlog, it looked like a good night.
Yeah.
Ah, man. Any more gigs coming up now, or is that it for the time being again now?
Until Ghost of
Ghosts of
War
War.
and Damn Deal Done.
When's Ghosts of War playing?
4th of October.
Ah, you've a couple of weeks off, so
Yeah.
I sure look at you got 2 and 2 weeks. You're all right.
Yeah.
And I've had a busy, mad week here because my surgery embargo ended on Monday. Had 6 weeks had passed, and I said right. I was let loose. I was a man let loose. I was out chopping and fucking splitting wood. I was
Yeah.
fucking. There's the strimmers, the big long ones are like 4 or 5 foot long. The proper ones,
Yeah.
the petrol ones. I have one of those, like a really good one,
Yeah.
with the multiple heads, like a chainsaw head on it and everything. So I was out trimming all the bushes and everything, and trimming everything back and sweeping and oh, God knows what else I was at. To be honest with you, I'm going out around the house now, and I'm very happy because
Nice.
the place was annoying me because there
Yeah.
was wood left, all a big pile of wood left there that I couldn't touch. So all the wood is unstacked on pallets now. So I've got everything sorted, which is fantastic because I also got notice that I finally begin my treatment next week. Not this week, coming the following week.
Yeah.
And it'll be over 6 courses over 8 weeks, which is going to be fun. I told you what's ahead of me. I won't say what's ahead of me here
Yeah.
because I don't want people to know it because it's not fun. But look at, and then they'll do a keyhole surgery at the end of it all then, and see what the crack is then. But the
Yeah.
BCG treatment for bladder cancer is apparently very, very effective. It's like a
Good.
super
Good.
immunity
Yeah.
boost to put into it, like.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see how we'll get on with that. And if you mourned my old drinking days on this podcast, you're going to get one more tonight because I was on the batter Friday night and I was on the batter last night because I said to the lads, like, the treatment's starting, there's nothing happening for the next 3 months. So they said, right, well, we'll go on the batter. So, and I wasn't going to bother getting any in, but 7:30 this evening I was just sitting here and the sweats and everything started coming, and I was like, go to the off license. You've got 12 on this podcast, and I seen that, and I was just, oh my god, just get cans in and just get through this one for tonight. I'm back to me sober ways tomorrow because not because I have to, because I want to, because I'd be silly to not be sober and off the cigarettes completely now while I'm going through this. So from tomorrow onwards, now that's it. Just fucking keep it fucking country,
Yeah.
But at least things are moving, so that's great.
Yeah.
I'm sick of waiting. Like, waiting around is a bastard.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know the fucking feeling.
You know the feeling, and I think my mother knows the feeling worse than I do because she's been going mad. Like, when are they going to ring you? When are they going to ring you? Ring them, ring them, ring them. I'm like, I rang them last week. They said they're not to ring
Yeah,
them for 2 weeks. So, but look at things are happening. So, finally, but sure, look at. Oh, it's going to be no crack, but it could be. It's a lot. It's the lesser of two evils. Let's put it that way.
yeah,
Oh God, I wouldn't.
yeah,
Thoughts,
I
thoughts.
know. I get fucking
Look at. We'll still keep doing these every week anyway. I'll be all right.
yeah,
And we shall kick on our roundup. And this is going to be the most unusual start to a roundup we've ever had. We can't actually play any of the music because Sane Slaughter released their album there during the week. And a while ago, you tried to upload 2 of their tracks onto the Metal Messiah YouTube from
yeah,
the radio show, and the upload is blocked. So we have 12 to cover, so I can't take the chance that they have an embargo on the YouTube. I don't know if they have or not anymore. They may have
yeah.
lifted it since, but we
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
We don't
Yeah,
know. So we can't play them. So I'll have to let you take the floor here, man, because as I said, all the cutting and wood and everything I was doing and blah blah, sorting a compilation that's coming. this week. Another compilation is coming this week, and a '90s film podcast is going to be recorded on Thursday. So I've been doing loads of stuff in the background. So, what's your thoughts on the album?
Oh, it's really good. It's proper fucking trash metal,
It's
man.
full. I've listened to the track and
Yeah,
cover before this embargo thing happened, and it's really cool old school trash. Like,
yeah, and proper fucking riffs, full of riffs, man. Just
so maybe get in touch with them, man. And if you think that they're capable of getting into your end of year list,
maybe,
you know, and if they just say it to them, and if we can they won't talk to me, they fucking can't stand me, but they'll talk to you, like.
yeah, yeah,
So maybe we can cover them again down the road. But for now,
yeah.
unfortunately,
I
we
know, I
can't
know.
cover them.
Yeah, it's
And
yeah, top album.
would have been happily covered them, like, but
Yeah,
we can't risk recording a 12 song or whatever release podcast and then it doesn't fucking work.
yeah,
Because we don't have the time to do these. Like, we have a window that we do them every Sunday night. Like, we have things going on. Like, you know, we can't be just recording podcasts whenever we feel like it. But Saint Slaughter released their debut album. What's the name of the album?
The Secret Speech.
The Secret Speech.
Yeah,
And if you're a fan of old school trash metal, I'd say just check it out.
check it out, definitely.
Unfortunately, we can't play anything. But now we can officially start the roundup as normal. And we shall start with Pincer Consortium, who released a video for their track Alpha Omega Decay from their absolutely fantastic album, Something Schism.
Geminus Schism.
Gemini Schism. I'll get it yet.
Yeah.
And this is Alpha Omega Decay. Stop there now, give it a time. As we've mentioned, we said last week, both of our top threes, we just haven't figured out where yet.
Yeah. It's fucking. I can't stop listening to it, man.
Oh, it's brilliant, isn't it?
Literal goosebumps now.
Yeah,
Man,
it is an amazing album.
deadly. It is. It's like you said. It's like you're going on a fucking journey.
And that was sound to the lads too. They're going sending us on a free copy.
I know. Yeah, fucking yeah.
I didn't expect that.
Yeah, neither did I. I didn't. You know.
And since then, I won't say it is right now. Somebody else is sending me on something, another one too. Since
Oh, nice.
they seen the comment, and then they messaged me and said, "Oh yeah, you look at you've done loads for the project, so send me your address and we'll get you a CD in the post."
Yeah, nice.
It's great because I'm actually trying to build an archive, as you know.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be going mad buying everyone's stuff.
I know. Yeah, I know.
But I have a good CD rack I found in a charity shop. It's a decent sized one. It's a good one, like.
Yeah.
And Maisie was there. It was there for like €3, and I'm like, "Are you kidding me? That's there for €3."
Jesus.
And she was like, "Oh, it's there for the last 2 months. Nobody wants it." And I said, "Fucking take it."
Yeah.
So I have a good CD rack sorted now, and I have a good few CDs, and I'll start adding more over time. So that's be.
Oh,
I say, nice to have an archive.
Yeah, I know, and physical.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
You know,
you can't take it away from me.
Yeah, exactly. If they shut the internet down, you don't have your Spotify or your fucking.
Oh, exactly. If they all went under tomorrow, I'd have all them. I'd have all them. They'll never go away.
Yeah.
Nuclear war or whatever could happen. They'll be still in there. Someone could go looking around houses in many years from now and, oh, look, there's all these CDs from nobody know who the fuck they are, but they'll be like, oh, look at that. You know? But
No,
Pincer Consortium, that is a superb album.
yeah.
The only reason I haven't listened to it more this week is because I turned into a fucking
Yeah.
lumberjack, you know? He cuts down trees, he wears high heels, suspenders, and a bra. He whoops on women's clothings and hangs around in bars. He's a lumberjack and he's okay. Oh, that was great, man. Out with the axe, fucking chopping wood. You feel all manly, like
Yeah.
swing the axe and fucking wood splitting everywhere.
Swing of the axe.
Exactly, swing of the axe. Yeah, and he burst a window in the fucking shed. One bit went absolutely flying. Like I was just like, oh jeez, I went a bit fucking hard there. Like, but I digress. We've got too many to cover tonight for me to be rambling.
Yeah.
Pincer Consortium album of the year contender in my top three. Not sure where yet, but it's looking like number two.
Yeah.
It's looking like number two.
Yeah.
And what edges it? Because you know what edges. You know the album
I know, yeah.
and it's because it made me feel things.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I know.
That no album has done to me in the Irish scene ever.
Yeah.
So for that reason, it just edges it. Like it's like that much of a difference, you know. Like there's that much of a difference, like the size of a pen. But that's how good this fucking year has been for albums, man. And the ones behind it, any other year would have been in top three.
Yeah, yeah.
Serious year. And next on our list, we have Morning of the Heretic. Heretic is a great word.
Yeah.
Heretic is a word that's not used half enough.
I
Great
know.
word.
Yeah, yeah.
Morning of the Heretic, Possessed. And we shall play a minute of that now. I'll stop it there now. I gave it the time. Another great track from the lads.
Deadly tune, that is.
But it's one of their
Album
best.
coming. What?
One of their best.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely.
I like all their stuff.
Yeah.
They're just progressing, right? Like they supported. Oh, who? They supported a
Christian Death.
Christian Death. I couldn't think of them.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's a pretty big support slot for them to get.
I know, yeah.
And they're, of course, they've played Derry there recently as well too.
Yeah, I think they're playing another gig in I think November.
Yeah, they're getting around, so there.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially when you consider they don't have a drummer.
Yeah, I know.
Like that's pretty big to get a fucking support slot like that without a drummer. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, but drummers are hard found, I'd say.
Yeah. Especially for that
Style of music
genre.
and where they are.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the Derry used to be a musical hub, but it doesn't seem to be anymore. Once
Yeah,
upon
I
a time,
know.
you could nearly throw a stone and hit another band in Derry.
Yeah.
Around 10 years ago, there was a dime a dozen.
Jeez, yeah.
Well, there were like you had all these bands knocking about Derry 10 years ago. Like they used to have I can't remember the name of the venue, but it used to be very busy with
The
local
Nerve
bands and
Center.
stuff.
It's not the Nerve Center.
No, it wasn't the Nerve Centre. Nerve Centre was too big. It was another spot. Can't think of the name of it now. But
All right. Yeah.
It's not been used anymore from what I can see. But no, they're doing well. They're kicking on nicely, and comes to me out singles of the year list at the end of the year. Like
Yeah. That's going to be on an album.
the album won't be due this year though.
No, I was thinking that.
I maybe it could in theory it could still happen, but I'd be surprised.
Yeah, yeah.
Or maybe they have it. Maybe it's ready and they're just drip feeding us for now.
Yeah.
But sure, we shall see. That was Morning of the Heretic, Possessed. And I say it again, heretic is a word that just is not used half enough. It's a brilliant word. We used to call that, remember, when I was working in the cinema years ago, there was a lad there, he was part of this Christian church, not the Catholic church. And one of the lads called him a heretic of the real church of God. And I was just like, that's just the best thing I've ever heard in my life. Calling him a fucking heretic. Oh, they were good days.
Yeah.
We didn't raise it at the time. We thought that place was shit, but when we look back now, we're like, we had some great laughs in there. And next on it, that was Morning of the Heretic. And next on our list, we have Embrace Execution, who released their new EP, and this is a track called Broken Chains, and there's going to be an ad on this one. Yep. Oh, that's for Panadol. Oh, did you see that actually? They reckon that there's going to be like millions of deaths in the next 20 years because people are using antibiotics so much that antibiotic resistance is growing at a crazy rate. See that, no?
Christ.
Oh, they're predicting like within the next 15 years of 20 million unavoidable deaths because people have been prescribed antibiotics too much. Because the more you take them, the more you build up a
Yeah.
resistance to them.
Yeah. That's
So
true.
it's actually pretty scary actually.
Yeah.
But sure, we won't solve that one anyway. Embrace Execution. This EP is called Last Chance for You, and this is called Broken Chains. I'll stop there for to give it the time. Oh, excuse me. Definite EP of the year list contender there, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking hell, it's ferocious.
I know. It's fucking sickeningly heavy. It is. It's just filthy.
It's,
Fucking D beat sludge. I love the fucking combo they have. It's different from their previous fucking EP.
mm.
Because I went back on that and then listened to the new one there yesterday or Friday, and I was just fucking going, holy shit.
I didn't have the chance to do that now, but I remember covering it before, and I remember it being more metallic hardcore the last time.
Yeah,
And this
yeah.
is a lot fucking heavier.
Yeah, yeah,
It's proper heavy, like.
yeah,
Yeah, I've only had the chance to listen to it once, and it's one I'm going to have to return to and go over a few times
yeah.
because I do think it's going to make my top 10 on the EP's list.
Mm.
Because I feel like hardcore, the ones that are going to make it in this year,
Yeah, yeah, I know. I
like
know.
Worn Out is going to make it in low for definite,
Worn out, yeah.
and this is just fucking serious stuff. Like
Yeah,
this is the best. From what they're doing in the Irish scene, this is the best so far this year
yeah,
because they don't sound like anyone else.
yeah, that's true.
They really have their own thing going on. As you say, they've got sludgy kind of elements and D beat and everything like.
Mm.
It's like instead of metallic hardcore, it's grind hardcore,
Yeah, yeah.
grindcore.
yeah. Well,
Grindcore,
it's
that's what we'll call it.
fucking yeah.
And that was Embrace Execution, Broken Chains from their EP Last Chance for You. I don't know how well it's doing on Spotify. I assume that's where most of their listener base is now. Not doing so well on YouTube, but hopefully it's getting over in other areas.
Yeah.
But as we've touched on it before, and we'll not keep touching on it. It's just hard at the moment to get your music out.
True.
Next on our list, we have Death Can Wait, who released Death Can Wait, their self-titled single from their forthcoming EP. It's due fairly soon, isn't it?
Yeah, the 25th of October. It's
And
due.
what's it called?
Symptom of Suffering.
Symptom of Suffering, right? I've seen that, but as I say, it was during the week. I was really busy. This is Death Can Wait, Death Can Wait. Is there an echo in here? Stop now to give it the time. That's a really cool video, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
The real old school, like player, like playing all the stuff from back in the day, like when Pete from Typo Negative was on a talk show and stuff like that, and you've got the old folders there, like and the old paperclip thing with the face on it, with the eyes on it, like real throwback to like Windows 98 type days.
Yeah.
And a cool track as well too from the lads.
Yeah, it's really fucking good, it is. And that's fucking great job by fucking Richie and fucking Brian. Fucking 12 Gauge Outrage guys mixed that.
Yeah, you were saying that the mix of that, right?
The
Yeah.
new album, like it sounds really fucking good.
Yeah, you've heard it, have you?
Which no, just the fucking song, the production on this.
Oh, the production on this one. All right, you haven't been sent in advance,
really
no.
fucking good. It does, like.
Oh, very good. But sure, as you say, it's due at the end of next month, so we'll be able to check it out in full then at the time. But
yeah,
it's a cool track, and it's nice to see Brian back in the band again.
Yeah, deadly. That is.
The spiritual frontman is back.
Yeah.
Even though he's not the frontman anymore.
Yeah.
But he's in the background. He's doing keyboards and stuff and backing vocals.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That'll just add another layer to their sound.
Yeah, I know. It does. It sounds great.
And as I say, that video was brilliant. Like there's all these old, well, you probably call them Easter eggs now with the way the world has gone. Well, all these references to things from the past,
Yeah.
And when you're an old bastards like we are, you'll get every one of them. Well, I did anyway. I don't know about you, but I got them all anyway.
No, I'll have to look at that again. Well, no.
That's a cool video. It's very well done. Yeah. And that was Death Can Wait from their forthcoming EP that's due at the end of October. Next on our list, we have Gravity Well, who dropped a music video for their Abstract, from their album. I haven't a clue what's the name of it.
Negative Space.
Yeah. Was that was released last year or this year?
No, it was this year.
Was that this year?
Early, I think it was late February, early March, or something like that.
Yeah, all of a sudden now, when you're saying we were talking about the albums of the year list, I'm like, oh fuck, I forgot about that. I didn't forget about it.
Know.
But I know. I kind of thought it was last year. I don't know why I thought it was last year. Maybe they dropped a single. Did they drop any single last year, or was it all this year?
Yeah, near the end of the year, they dropped Delirium.
Yeah, that's it. That's
November-ish. they dropped it. They dropped it around the end of November, I think.
Ah, that's what confused me.
Chameleon,
So that's
and
what
then
confused me.
have this now.
Anyways, this is Gravity Well, the abstract. Just played a small bit over a minute there just to get the vocals in. But
Yeah,
I'll have to go back and listen to that album again.
yeah, I know. Deadly album it is.
Yeah, I remember I really enjoyed it at the time,
Great.
but as I said in the intro, I got confused with it.
Yeah,
Last year, was it this year? Well, that's definitely going to be in the fucking thoughts for the top 10, so.
yeah. I don't know if it'll make mine now because, but
Jesus, it might make my man. That's a really,
it's
really good album, I think.
it's touching. It is. It
Yeah,
really
but
is.
this
And
year
it,
has been so stacked, hasn't it?
yeah, yeah. That's
It might make me top 10, but if it doesn't make me top 10, it'll definitely make the top 20 list I'll be doing on
yeah.
the
Well,
site for definite.
same with me basically.
Because
Because it's just
from what they're doing, there's nobody sounds like them.
no, no,
They
no.
have their own
And
sound in regards to the Irish scene.
yeah, and I remember a couple of months there, I was listening. They had a previous singer before Fanula joined them.
Oh, really?
They did, yeah. And I think Fanula's voice is more fucking kind of haunting. It has that atmosphere. It's
Oh, her
more of an
vocals are excellent.
atmosphere than the previous vocalist.
I think
Who
her
the pe-
vocalists make it.
What? Yeah, yeah, yeah. They do.
As good as it
They-
is,
Yeah,
if you had a male vocalist, it would sound so similar to so many
yeah,
things.
yeah. But they sound.
Well, it sticks out by default.
Do you know Windhand?
I don't know.
No, or Jegs Tot. Jegs Tot are really old. They are
No.
a kind of proto Doom, basically. And
Oh, you know, like we both
basically,
are very well versed in music, but you know bands that
yeah,
probably nobody else does.
it's Vanilla reminds me of your one from Jegs Tot, who was maybe she was one of the first to do that kind of doomy, that heavy rock doom kind of sound with
Oh, well, it was
female
in the
vocals.
70s or the 80s.
I forget why I think Jack's thought were early 80s, maybe
Early
late
80s, yeah.
70s,
That kind
early
of knew they'd be
80s.
kind of around that
They
vintage,
came
though, by the sounds of it.
they came out around the same time as Witchfinder General. All that kind of
Oh, all right.
like yeah,
Oh, right. Jeez, I didn't know
interesting
that. So
stuff with
that's
it.
interesting.
Like kind of a cult vibe to
I have to watch The Witchfinder General again. I haven't watched that in so long.
it.
Jesus, man, I haven't watched that in forever.
Hmm.
The mark of Satan is upon him.
And yeah.
Vincent Price, what a performance.
Deadly.
Jesus, I'm going off track here now. I'm starting
Yeah,
thinking about
yeah, I
Witchfinder
know.
General. I'm not supposed to be thinking about Witchfinder
I
General.
going on there a bit myself,
Yeah, we're going off track, but
Tangents.
that was Gravity Well, the abstract from their album
Negative space.
Negative Space. Oh, Negative Space. It's been so long now. This year for me has been a really weird year, but all this cancer bullshit and everything. Everything's all over the place. I haven't a fucking clue. Thankfully, I write everything down on these fucking notepads, or I wouldn't have a clue what's going on this year. Well, I would, but I wouldn't. You know, it's just
Yeah, I know what you mean.
just because there's so much stuff that could slip under the radar this year if we didn't write it down.
I know, yeah. Yeah,
because it's been a year of the underdogs for many.
yeah,
There's been stuff that came out to little or no fanfare and just has been absolutely superb. Like,
yeah.
it's strange they're not really playing many gigs, are there? At Gravity Well or
No, they're playing Siege.
oh, they're playing the Siege of the
Yeah,
fuck's
yeah,
sake. That Siege is going to be great.
yeah. I know. There's fucking savage lineup it is.
Fuck it, I'd love to go to it.
Yeah.
What can I do?
Mm,
What can I do? I can't. But sure, hopefully someday. Hopefully someday.
yeah.
And next on our list, we have another ad coming up. Saverna released their debut EP, What We've Lost, there during the week, and I think this is a superb EP.
This is a great EP. It is looking
And I've
amazing.
picked out P15
Yeah,
just because it's just one of the most kind of instant in the time we have to give an idea of what's going on.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
they have some
yeah.
longer
That's
songs. One
true.
is 8
Actually,
minutes long.
yeah, I know.
Brilliant song, but we're not touching an 8 minute song on this.
Yeah, I
We haven't
know.
got the time, so we'll play a bit of P15. Here we go, and here's an ad. Yeah. Oh, an ad for laptops. That's a while. You don't see ads for laptops anymore, do you?
No,
No, you
barely,
don't, do you?
barely.
That's a shame. Oh, it's a bit over the time there, but I want to get the chorus in.
Mm.
That's going to make my top 10 of the EPs of the list, man.
I don't know about me, but I do like it. It's really fucking good EP.
I love that EP.
Yeah, it's really fucking good. It's
It reminds me of like Alice in Chains,
yeah,
Soundgarden, Alice in Chains vibe.
I know. I was I'll mention it later actually because I was talking to actually Ben of Trigger Tone, and I was sent him on this, and he thought the song Sky Parlor,
Yeah.
Tool,
Oh, there's loads of stuff going on. Like,
yeah, Tool, and then you have that last track that's nearly fucking 9 minutes.
yeah.
You go, what the fuck? I was listening, going, this is fucking like,
Oh, I listened to that EP at least 6 times this week,
yeah, I had it on repeat as well. I did, boom,
and I think it's a
really,
superb release for a
yeah,
debut release.
yeah, I know.
And we were
I
speculating last week because Richie Mason shared it on the Barn page. He's the drummer.
yeah. Oh,
But that doesn't surprise me because
yeah, yeah,
Richie
yeah.
back in
I
the
was,
day with Korok and all these other bands, Richie was the drummer.
yeah,
He used to have like 4 or 5 projects on the go at one time easily.
Christ, yeah,
So obviously a band formed down that part of the country, and he said, "Yeah, let's go."
yeah. Fair fucking play.
So like Barnf made my EP list last year, didn't it? They did,
Yeah,
didn't
man,
they?
that EP is so fucking
They
good.
fucking did. They made my EP
Yeah,
EP list last year. Barnf did it.
I think so. Yeah,
They did. I know they did. I'm not just for thinking
yeah,
of that now. And Saverna are making mine for definite
yeah,
because I like my big introduction to the heavy side of music before I got the heavy stuff came into it was
Yeah.
grunge.
Well, yeah. I was saying, maybe was thinking that.
I was
All
into
right.
Soundgarden and Alice in Chains and Nirvana, and then I discovered Sepultura and Pantera and all the rest of
Yeah.
them.
Ah, right. Yeah. You discovered. Yeah. I was the opposite basically. I
Oh, you
was
were always
getting.
into the oh, excuse me.
Yeah. I was getting into it mid to late 80s, and then the 90s. You had death metal.
You're telling everyone now how old you are.
Yeah.
Your social security number is one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not that old. You're not that old.
Oh no.
But you're getting there.
I know, I know.
The fucking white beard on you, like look like fucking Santa Claus. No, I'll joking
No,
aside, joking aside. From what I've gathered, this band are older too.
yeah,
Richie's my age, definitely,
yeah.
or
I
near
was
enough.
thinking, I was thinking that all right, because
Yeah, so
just
these boys have been around the block. Like, from what I could be wrong. It could be Richie's a senior member, and the boys are a bit younger. I don't know.
yeah,
And one of them is,
possibly.
I'm of the assumption one of them is French or
All
French
right,
descent,
yeah, Jesus.
because bit of a spoiler, they're going to be on the compilation, and he's got from what I can gather, it's a French name,
All
or
right,
it could be Belgian or around
yeah,
that area,
yeah,
but it's
yeah,
definitely not an Irish. It's definitely not Irish. Let's put it that way.
yeah.
But that's all
Well,
right.
that reminds me. I might contact them because I want to play them on the segment in a couple of weeks. Give the EP a plug.
Yeah, I can't send you anything. I've got WAVs, and that's no good
Yeah,
to you. You
yeah,
need
yeah,
MP3s.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, give him a shout. He'll
I'll
get back
mess.
to you.
I'll message them. I'll
Oh, he'll get
message
back
them.
to you. He'll get back to you. He'll be fucking
Yeah,
delighted, so he will.
yeah, definitely.
And that
'Cause
was Severna, What We've Lost, and that track was called P15.
15. Yeah,
And if you're a grunge fan that likes aspects of Tool and Soundgarden and all that good stuff, just get on it.
definitely. Yeah, yeah, definitely.
It's gone
Yeah,
under the radar because that's to be expected because it's a new release.
yeah, yeah,
It's very very difficult as a new release to get your word out. But we're helping. I'm helping. You're helping. We'll help them.
yeah.
How far they'll go with our help, we won't know. But for sure, we'll try
We
anyway.
won't know. Yeah,
I
yeah.
look at it as the same, man. Even if only two people check it out, and that's something but more, like. And next on our list, we have Chiral, who released a new video single, No Name, No Number, which is a tribute to Keith Flint of The Prodigy. And we shall play a minute of that now.
See me coming from a mile off, it's getting knocked the skyline. He's gonna be bleeding almighty, just like your royal family. This time like a beam of funeral, now vibing, can't you feel me? Wait up, I have it now. Shit down, I have it now. Wait up, I have it now. Discuss my game now. Wait up, I have it now. Shit down, I have it now. Wait.
I'll stop there again with the time. It's weird, they're actually starting to let their identities go a bit, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah,
Like the front man, I'm fairly sure his name is Adam, has shown his face in this one.
yeah. I know. Yeah,
And Gary is the drummer, and a member of Vendetta Love is a guitarist.
that's right. Yeah,
Yeah, they've really dropped the guard really the last while, haven't they?
yeah. Well, I think people are curious to know now, basically, because
It's a bit like the whole Slipknot thing, but obviously not obviously not as big a scale, but everyone's like speculating who's behind
yeah,
the masks.
exactly. Yeah, yeah,
Because they went on the the Metal Cell podcast, and they were all masks while they done the interview.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
So they were a lot. They're actually older than I thought. I thought it would originally it was the front man
No,
had gathered a few younger lads, but they're clearly all around the same age, give or
yeah.
take.
I think the lads was. I think it was mentioned they were. I think that some of the lads were in a band called Wolf Acid or Ritual or something like that.
Oh yeah, they've been around.
Or
They've been
yeah,
around for a while.
yeah. But
They just said they've said, well, we've got something here. Like
yeah, that's a great fucking song. That is, man. And it's
everything they've been releasing,
done.
everything they've released has been very, very good in my opinion.
They are. Yeah.
Like I made the decision to get the site back up and running again, and I said, right, I'm gonna get this back up and running as an archive. Who am I going to feature first? I'm going to feature Kyril
Kyron, yeah, I saw that.
because they're the most interesting band that have come around this year, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I remember we were talking about them previously, and we said they were released last year. No, I was incorrect. It's all been this year.
Yeah. Jesus.
It's all been released this year, and they've been very consistent. They've released the guts of them. They've released an EP anyway this year.
That's true, yeah. They have
How many have they
actually.
released?
I think it's six.
6.
Songs. I think it's 6 songs actually.
Yeah, it'd be. Yeah, I'm not going to try and name them, but I Bring Chaos. Once I heard it, I Bring Chaos, I was like, this is something. There's something happening here.
Oh, yeah,
That's an amazing song.
yeah.
To take that subject matter of going through fucking the mind of an addict taking junk and putting it to music. Brilliant.
I know. Piece of art.
Yeah,
basically.
and digital whispers as well too about all the
AI.
digital stuff that's going on. Like,
Yeah,
and of course, as I said, this was a tribute to Keith Flint of the Prodigy. So, as the old saying goes, one thing worse than people talking about you is people not talking about you.
and about you. Yeah, exactly.
That was me last week. Now they're gone quiet this week again. Now, from what I can see, I don't know. I was too busy chopping wood anyway to care. Lumberjack. And that was Kyril, no name, no number. And they specifically operate on Instagram and only on YouTube. They're not on Spotify or Bandcamp or any of these places. So go to their YouTube channel if you like the sound of that and check them out because it's superb stuff.
Yeah, and that visual fucking aspect as well with them is
The visuals, everything.
yeah. It's,
And if they don't drop an EP or an album by the end of the year, they're going on my singles of the year list.
yeah. Well, yeah,
The biggest headache is going to be picking which one.
exactly.
That's going to be like, what's the other one? In the Company of Wolves as well too.
Yeah, and then you have Kubrick's Odyssey.
Yeah, and the other one I can't think of the name of the one that
Idle Minds.
Idle Minds. Stop, man! This band.
Yeah, I know.
Brilliant band. Anyways, that was Kyril. Check them out; they are superb. Next on our list, we have a band called 40. We're getting very alternative now for the last few releases with this the way the week went. This was actually released a few weeks ago, but we've missed it because it was a Old Crows promotion on a Broncos night, and he had 2 bands with him called Slow Healer and 40 Foot, who were doing a triple single release night.
Oh,
So we've covered Broncos last week, so this is 40 Foot, Toothache, and Slow Healer will be next.
Would you like to learn how to have strong, healthy teeth?
I stopped there now. I gave it the time. That sounds pretty cool to me.
pretty cool song that is. You know,
And it's a real old school video as well. Like it's
Yeah.
got like old school like brushing your teeth stuff like from the 60s probably.
All
It's
right.
all black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's artistically the video is superb. Like
Yeah. I haven't. That's the first time I've heard that. Basically.
yeah, I know. But you told me earlier. Like,
Yeah.
but I seen the post go up and where did I see it? I seen the New York group.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think Michael put it up.
Yeah, I said the
Yeah.
Old Crows promotion having a triple single launch night.
Yeah.
Brian Cole's 40 foot in the band recovering in a minute. And it sounds like a cool night.
Yeah. Good.
And that's actually done really well. That's got 6.8 thousand views.
Oh, nice. Holy shit.
Yeah, these bands, this is banders have gone under our radar, but they're taking off. Like
Jesus.
that's a lot of views.
How are they around long?
I don't know anything about any of the bands
Yeah.
from real with you.
Jesus.
I just seen the post during the week and I said, right, I'll write them down
Yeah.
and I'll go back to them. And it turns out it was Sunday in the end before I got back to them. But no, that sounds pretty cool. Like it's
Yeah.
again, it's alternative, but that's all good too.
Yeah.
And that was 40 foot toothache. Check it out. And this is the next band, actually, Slow Healer, they're called. I'm fairly sure this is their debut single. I know this is their debut single.
Yeah.
And this is called Free, and it's going to be an ad.
We all dream of drifting off quickly and having a full night.
Oh. Oh, it's one of those ads to take medication to put you to sleep, because that's a really good idea.
Love that.
Like, did you know that sleeping tablets, if you take them a lot, they can wipe 20 years off your life?
I know. I remember
Because you're changing your natural body rhythm.
Yeah, I was having issues with insomnia about a year ago, and they gave me sleeping tablets, and I said I'm just not taking them.
No.
It knocked me out basically, and I was to sleep for nearly 14 fucking hours.
Oh, it's poison.
And I said no. No.
No, it's pure poison, man. Pure poison. Like, and as I say, the research is there.
Yeah.
Like, so if anyone says you take sleeping tablets, do never do it, because it is fucking actual poison.
Yeah.
Here we go. Free by Slow Healer. Actually, that's a pretty cool track. The lyrics are very, very good.
It's very good, that is.
Like, I feel some days like I've lost my mind. It's got very universally fucking adaptable lyrics of what people can relate to. And I was thinking about approaching the three bands for this compilation that I've got coming up. But I've already got a massive, I wouldn't say a headache, but I have. Because I've got such a mix of stuff that's been brought in.
Yeah.
So I don't want to make it any more complex. Or maybe I should. Could do like an alternative bit in the middle.
Yeah, why not?
I could actually, yeah, now that I think about it.
Why not?
Yeah, I'll fire them on a message and see what they say.
Yeah.
If they say yes or they say no, I don't care.
Yeah, I know.
I won't get offended.
Yeah.
Because this compilation I'm putting out, man, is the most diverse one. And I'm taking it on. Of all times now when I've been stopping drinking, like.
Oh, Jesus.
Jeez, man, I might have to just put this together on Monday or Tuesday. I might have to get 4 cans in. I might have to, man. I might have to just sit down and send out the messages tomorrow and see what comes in.
Yeah.
Tuesday night, just have 4 cans and figure it out. Because I find that's the best way to do a compilation.
You,
Have a few cans in you.
you need a bit of a fucking edge.
You just need that something. Yeah, actually, yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. Actually, I'll fire them on a message now tonight. See what, throw the old, catch the old fucking line and see what see if they're going to catch anything. You never know.
Oh,
Get 4 cans in on Tuesday and put it together. Yeah,
good
yeah, I
stuff.
could do that. And then I could have it out on Wednesday and do the 80s, 90s podcast on Thursday and have that out then.
Yeah.
Well, I won't be drinking during the podcast anyway, but I'm just getting everything in now before this treatment starts. So, but that was Slow Healer free, and I'm interested. I've only listened to it twice, but it's a cool song. And we have 2 releases left. We've had a fucking big roundup this week, man, haven't we?
It's a big roundup, all right. Yeah.
And this is a band called the Whoas, I think how you pronounce it. Whoas, or it's Hujas. I assume it's the Whoas.
Yeah.
That were supporting Curb Dog in Kilkenny there over the weekend, and in
All
Cypress
right,
Avenue,
yeah.
Cork.
Really.
So there's obviously something happening here, and we're going to release it. We're going to play this, should I say, the debut, not the debut, the self-titled single from the album "Something's Broken." So here we go.
In a world full of screens, feeds, and swipe,
Right. I've stopped there and give it the time. I know I've seen the members of the band, and they're older lads. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
And what a fucking gig to get, like supporting fucking
I
Curb
know.
Dog and 2 sold out gigs, like.
Yeah. Fuck.
Like if you're like getting an album out is one thing, but supporting Curb Dog,
Curb Dog. I know.
that's a bucket list of all bucket lists.
On their 30th anniversary show, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they announced a show in Galway. It's the same night as Pantera.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
I'll be honest with you here, man. I'm very, very much considering selling my Pantera ticket and going to see Curb Dog in Galway instead. I am.
Yeah.
I kind of am.
Whereabouts in Galway?
Roisin Dove. I'm considering it purely because the sound in the Three Arena is shit.
The Witch?
It is.
The Witch?
The sound in the Three Arena is shit for metal bands.
Yeah.
The ceilings are too high.
Yeah, yeah.
That ceiling is way too high.
Yeah.
Eric Clapton or whatnot or Fleetwood Mac, which I've seen in the Three Arena, is amazing. but the metal just goes up in the air. I probably won't. But it's a headache for me because I'm the Curb Dog fan back in the day.
Yeah.
Both those albums were played to death when I was younger. So it's like, who is the biggest nostalgia now? Is it Curb Dog or Half a Pantera and fucking Power Trip without their vocalist? Riley's dead, like.
Yeah, I know.
You know? I'm in a very, very broken world now at the moment, but I'll probably end up going to Pantera.
And yeah.
Because I've seen Curb Dog numerous times. Yeah, I'll go to Pantera, actually, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, it's a thought of going to a gig in Dublin now, really, at the moment. Whoops. It's a thought of going to a gig in Dublin now. It's such a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, I know.
It's so fucking expensive.
I know, a lot of people don't come anymore.
It's too fucking expensive, man. Like, it's looking like my travel costs will be over €100.
Oh, fuck.
Because I'll have to get a cab out to my sister's place, and she lives outside the bus line. So it's £100 of a taxi, like.
Fuck.
It's an expensive fucking night, like.
Yeah.
But I'll probably go see a Pantera. Anyways, we're really rambling now. Oh, Jesus, I said I was having a few tonight because last weekend of old crack before the treatment kicks off, but that was the Who-Has, or I assume Something's Broken, and I think it's a good album. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
I listened to it. It's a good album.
Yeah,
It won't make into the album of the year list or anything like that.
Yeah,
But it's a good album. And fair play, they got to support Curb Dog. So
nice.
for a band releasing your debut album and supporting Curb Dog, fair play to Curb Dog for giving them the rub, like.
Yeah.
And we have reached the last release of the evening. This is Broken Memories by Trigger Tone. We should play a minute of that now. Time. Not a cool time, lads.
Fucking deadly. There's, the lyrics.
They're very good.
Was Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Deadly fucking song. And the video was really good as well.
Oh, these lads are consistent, aren't they?
Yeah, they're very, yeah. No, they're really fucking good.
Everything now that we've released so far has been a big improvement every time.
Yeah. No.
Like some bands, you'd notice they improve gradually over time. But we've only known of Trigger Tone for this year now.
They released an EP last year.
It would have been late last year, though.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
So I'm still correct. We know about them in the space of a year.
About a year, yeah.
And they have kicked on.
Yeah, big time.
These lads are really building away here now.
Yeah.
And that's good to see because they're a good band and there seem to be sound lads too.
Yeah.
Like when I broke the whole cancer diagnosis on here the first time. One of those boys was the first to message me, like,
Yeah.
which I thought was very, very nice of them. Like,
I know, yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
they don't know me from Adam. Like,
Hmm.
they just know me from this character that I portray on this podcast. Like, you know, like I'm not like this in real life. You know, I'd rather be out the back cutting wood and not be dealing with people. I say, like, if I was advertising a dating app, I'd be like, I hate people, and I want somebody that hates people, but they hate everyone else but me.
Yeah.
No, joking. I'm only joking. And that's the end of our longest roundup in quite a while.
Yeah.
We had 12. So we're 12 this week. 12. Bloody hell.
Yeah. Jeez.
And we've got the Boat Sank is releasing music soon as well too.
Yeah.
30th of September.
Which? 30th. Yeah, the 30th. Yeah.
He sent it on to me today.
Yeah, I've heard it as well.
I haven't had the chance to check it out yet.
It's deadly.
I imagine it will be. I just haven't had the chance because
Yeah.
I was, as I say, but the week I had outside doing things and whatnot. And next thing I've got like 12 to go over today before we do a podcast. So I'm like,
Oh,
I'll see you tomorrow. And a bunch of new submissions came in for the Bandcamp compilation as well too over the last 24 hours.
Oh, nice. That's
So I'll check them all out tomorrow.
Mm.
And I will fire on a message to those three boys tonight for the crack and see what comes in. And I'll get 4 cans in on Tuesday night and I'll sit down here and I'll be 3-4 hours putting this thing together.
Oh, jeez.
I go mad scientist on these, man.
I know, yeah, I know.
I'll go mad scientist on these. But sure, look at we'll see how we'll see how we go at the end of the year. I'll try and get another one out maybe, and we'll see.
Yeah.
And mad stories of the evening. I've got a few cool actually mad stories this week. I'll drink before I start actually. In a laboratory somewhere, I don't know where it is. I just wrote down the bullet point. They found a way to make rats transparent, aka invisible. They basically started the process of invisibility. Like they're transparent, like you can see their insides and stuff. They're not fully invisible.
Yeah.
They're like that scene in Hollow Man before he goes
Oh,
invisible.
yeah. Jesus.
So they found a way to make a rat transparent, which is basically the start of moving towards invisibility.
The fucking hell.
That's mental, isn't it?
That's nuts, that is.
Wouldn't it be great if you could go invisible, though? That'd be serious crack, man. Imagine the things you could do, like.
Oh, no. No.
I'm not saying Hollow Man level.
No, I know.
I'm not saying Hollow Man level. I'm just saying you could just fuck with people, like.
Yeah, yeah.
Just tap on their shoulder.
Yeah.
And they just, the ultimate fucking. Remember when you used to tap someone on the wrong side of the shoulder to see if they get them to look and go, haha, fuck you, I made you look the wrong way. Yeah, good crack to me. But invisibility is starting to become a thing. Very early days, but amazing. And the SNP in Scotland, they want to ban the logos off pint glasses. Because they reckon because of the deaths due to alcohol and alcohol addiction and all these things, if you take the logo off the pint glass, that will stop it. Like you've gone into the pub, you've bought the fucking pint with a Tennent's logo or Guinness logo or whatever it was.
Oh, geez.
How is that going to
What's
stop
wrong?
people from drinking? The problem with drinking now is off licenses, as we all know. Like once upon a time, if you're up the town here, you'd be in the pub and everyone knew you had a drink problem. But now you can go to Tesco one day, you can go to Lidl another day, you can go Aldi another day, you can go to Centra another day, you can go to Super Value another day. And you could buy a half a drink and no one would even know you had a drink problem. Because they'd only see you once a week. Like, that's the biggest issue. And, like, barring fucking Like I have no logo on my glasses. I'm still well, I'm not anymore, but I was a fucking alcoholic basically. Like, you know, the logo didn't make any difference on my glass, did it? Silliness. But a good mad story for the end. What this SNP thing kind of ties in well. There was a thing called in Roscommon called the wheelbarrow race.
Jesus, I know about that fucking
You know about that.
man, the lunacy.
This year marks the 20th anniversary of the last ever wheelbarrow race in Roscommon. It started at the railway bar up the end of the town, going all the way to the coachman's at the other end of the town, which at the time was 22 pubs. And what happened was you went into the first bar, the railway bar, and you had to scull a pint. You had to get into a wheelbarrow, and someone had to push it in the wheelbarrow down the town, stopping at every pub on the way. So you had to drink 22 pints and get pushed on a wheelbarrow at the same time. That was just the Hardy books, man. The hardest man in town. Like, who could get in the wheelbarrow and face 22 pints and get down the end of the town and still be alive by the end of it?
That was done in our town, my hometown as well, man. Now there wasn't 22, but I think there was 5 or 6.
Oh, there was 22.
And
22
they switch over. Basically, one would go in. What they figured this out. One would go in, first guy would go in, and then he'd hop into the bar, and the other guy push him would go into the pub then, and then they'd switch.
Oh, there was no switching in our town.
But I think they stopped doing it.
Oh, it's been gone for 20 years now. The Hardy books, man, the hardest man in town. I actually tried to get into it, but I couldn't get off. They wouldn't let me.
Oh.
And when I look back, I'm kind of glad I didn't go into it.
Lads.
Imagine getting into a wheelbarrow after. Imagine 5 pints and going into a wheelbarrow.
Yeah, I know.
But 22 pints had to be drank on this fucking on this wheelbarrow race, and you had to go for fuck's sake. When you think about it, jeez, we've turned into a right pussy fucking race, haven't we?
Yeah.
Offended by words and you've misgendered me and whatever. The back in the day, what do I do? Put me in a wheelbarrow and we'll drink 22 pints and may the best man fucking win. We'll be back again. Goodbye. That's all I've got time for today. And remember now, you're the tops. Like, share, and subscribe and all that stuff. Good luck.